The clock is ticking. These were the words of a top US general as the Philippines made an announcement that stunned not only Asia but the entire world. But what exactly did the Philippines reveal? And why does this matter so much? Especially now. For years, the Philippines has often been underestimated on the global stage, seen as a small nation caught between giants, China and the US. But history shows that the Philippines has always played a crucial role in shaping Asia's security. And now, with this latest revelation, the world is paying close attention. Once again, to understand why this is such a big deal, let's take a step back. The Philippines sits at the very heart of Southeast Asia, a sprawling archipelago of more than 7,000 islands, stretching from the South China Sea all the way to the Pacific Ocean. It's not just a pretty tropical paradise, it's a crucial crossroads of global trade and military strategy. Think about this. Nearly half of the world's trade passes through the South China Sea. Oil, gas, electronics, raw materials, billions of dollars worth of goods move through these waters every single day. Whoever controls this maritime highway can influence the flow of global commerce and even affect energy prices around the world. Here's a real-world example. In 2012, tensions in the South China Sea caused shipping rates to spike, just simply because of the threat of conflict. Imagine how much power the gatekeeper of this region wields, and that's exactly where the Philippines comes in. It's right at the doorway. Its islands, ports, and naval bases can either serve as a strategic anchor for allies or a choke point for rivals. Historically, this is not new. During World War II, the Philippines was a major strategic battleground. Control of its islands allowed the US and Japan to project power across the Pacific. And even during the Cold War, the US maintained bases here to keep a watchful eye on Asia. Today, the stakes are even higher because global supply chains and modern military technology make control of the region far more sequential. So, when the Philippines makes a bold move, signs a strategic agreement, or reveals military developments, the entire world takes notice. This isn't just local news, it's a signal that could ripple across global trade, regional security, and even the balance of power between the US and China. Do you see now why US generals are warning that the clock is ticking? Every decision made here has global consequences, and the question is, which direction will the Philippines take, and who will it favor in this high-stakes game of chess? To really grasp the meaning of today's events, we need to take a hard look at the past. The Philippines has long been at the crossroads of great power struggles, and its history reads almost like a story of repeated invasions and strategic importance. During World War II, the islands were occupied by Japan, and the Philippines became one of the fiercest battlegrounds in the Pacific. Cities were bombed, guerrilla fighters resisted at every turn, and countless civilians were caught in the crossfire. Remember the Bataan Death March? Thousands of Filipinos and American soldiers were forced to march under brutal conditions, leaving a scar on history that still resonates today. After the war, the Philippines became a critical partner for the United States. During the Cold War, US military bases like Clark Air Base and Subic Bay Naval Base were more than just installations. They were launch points for intelligence, rapid deployment, and regional dominance. When the bases were finally closed in the early 1990s, many thought the Philippines' role in global strategy might fade, but it did not. Fast forward to today, and the islands are again at the center of a new power struggle. Tensions in the South China Sea, where China's growing military presence clashes with international law, have put the Philippines right back in the spotlight. Every naval exercise, every strategic partnership, every announcement from Manila sends ripples across Asia and beyond. History has a way of circling back, doesn't it? The same islands that once endured occupation, war, and foreign bases are now crucial to the balance of power in the 21st century. And the question is, will the Philippines repeat its past mistakes, or will it finally seize its role as a true regional gatekeeper? Now let's get to the heart of the story. What the Philippines just revealed. Recently, the Philippine government confirmed new security arrangements with America, granting access to additional bases across the country. But that's not all. They also revealed new defense strategies, including plans to modernize their navy, purchase advanced missile systems, and strengthen alliances not just with the US, but with Japan, Australia, and other allies. For a country once seen as militarily weak, this is a dramatic shift. A US general described it as a race against time, because every day that passes without stronger defenses makes the Philippines more vulnerable to external threats. So the big question is the Philippines finally stepping out of the shadow of bigger powers and charting its own bold path? This revelation does not just affect the Philippines, it has the potential to reshape the entire balance of power in Asia. Over the past decade, China has been aggressively expanding its footprint in the South China Sea. It's not just about claiming small islands and reefs. China has built massive artificial islands, complete with airstrips and military outposts. Coast Guard ships patrol disputed waters, often confronting fishermen and naval vessels from neighboring countries. Even international shipping lanes, through which nearly half of the world's trade passes, are under increasing pressure. But the Philippines is pushing back by strengthening its military capabilities, upgrading naval bases, and deepening cooperation with allies like the United States, Japan, and others. Manila is sending a clear message. It will not simply stand by while a superpower redraws the rules of the region. This is not just about protecting territory, it's about asserting sovereignty, maintaining freedom of navigation, and safeguarding a rules-based order that benefits everyone.